Hello, and thank you for joining us today. Today, we will be learning how to set the table in honor of the International Year of Peace. 2021 is the International Year of Peace. The United Nations calls on the international community to continue to promote peace and trust among nations. One way to encourage peace is to invite your friends, family, and community to the table to share a meal. Or at least that's what we thought of when we took a look at this year. So we're going to show you some ways to set the table. You can pick up a handout at many of our libraries. It'll be listed in the description below where you can pick up the handouts. I will be demonstrating formal American style, but there are other styles that we found as well. And we want to encourage you to, if you have a style that you don't see listed or that you want to promote, make a video and tag us so we can check it out. We want to know how you would set the table and invite us over. So let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and take a look at what the final product looks like behind me, and then I'll show you how to get set up. So we have this super fancy display for the next time you want to host a formal American dinner when the pandemic's over. Can't stress that enough. All right, so to set up our formal American dinner setting, we're going to first put down a tablecloth if you own one. I don't own one. As well as placemats if you own them. I don't own them. So we're now at the dishware step. So the first thing we're going to set down is our dinner plate that goes here, followed by our salad plate, as well as a soup bowl if you are planning to serve soup. And those are going to be set up as seen. All right, the next step we're going to do is we're going to do some of our forks, not all of them. So the fork that's closest to your table, your dinnerware, the plates, that's going to be for your main course. So the closer it is to the plate, the further it is in the list of food. So the second one would obviously be for your salad. The first one is for anything else that you might have, and the napkin goes on the left of that fork. So we have our 3 forks representing the number of courses possibly. You're going to have a fork for every course, even if you don't necessarily use it. And the napkin on the far side. You probably should be using cloth napkins if you're being formal. Again, I don't own cloth napkins, so we're using a fancily folded paper napkin. All right. Okay, similarly, on the right side of the, pardon me while I adjust this, on the right side of the plates, you're going to have your knives and other utensils. Again, your knives are going to go in order of the meal. So the one that's closest to the plate is further in the list of meals. So that should be your main course knife. That'll be your second course, first course. And then we have a spoon for helping with those things, a small spoon, I believe for the coffee or tea, another spoon, and an extra fork. And I did not space this very well, but that's okay. When you do this, you will have to figure out your spacing yourself. My table is very small, so I probably wouldn't use this whole setup. I would probably plan accordingly based on how many courses I plan to serve. And of course, no meal is complete without dessert. We're going to put our dessert spoon here at the top and our dessert fork, or on the picture, it's called a cake fork, here as well as the top. And then that completes our utensils for sure. And now it's on to the next couple of items, which is drinks and bread plates. Let's get going. All right, so when you're ready to set the bread plate down, it's going to go above the forks here, along with a butter knife. Usually you'll have something smaller, or maybe you don't. I didn't, so I'm just using lots of butter knives for representation. And that's where that goes. As you can see, we have a whole bunch of dishes in the back for what else we need to put up, so let's go to that next. Okay, so the next couple of things we're going to have, and again, this is going to be based on what you're serving. For a formal American dinner, you might have all of these available. You might not, but you're for sure going to have a water glass. So we're going to put that right here. I'm actually going to move it up a little bit because of how many dishes I have. That's going to be followed by your champagne flute, a white wine glass, a red wine glass. I also have stemless, but for consistency with our pictures, I use one of those. And a sherry glass. Mine is shaped like a little cat. And then as well as that, you will have your coffee or tea cups here and your demitasse cups. With demitasse, okay. All right. And we left a little bit of space here, and this is where your coffee and your tea and your demitasse cups would go. So for our coffee, we have this actual large one, and a demitasse would traditionally be a much smaller glass. So I'm actually only going to show that one right there. What you would do, the closest I have to a smaller glass is this little teacup, is you would adjust it so it's side by side with the demitasse closer to the flame. And after that, you will have set up your dinner. I'm going to adjust real quick just to make space for my fake demitasse, which is, there we go. That'd be nice and easy. Okay, I'm gonna move my camera. All right, so with that, we are ready to go. That table is now set, and you're good to start plating and serving your meal. We hope you use this as an informative tool to at least make your own table. And when we're all able to see each other again, maybe invite some friends and family, maybe some new members of the community to your table. Thank you for joining us. If you like this video, please check out the rest of our content at PPLD TV, or you can visit us at ppld.org and you can find out more information about upcoming programs, events, activities, and more. Of course, if you want to make your own video, be sure to tag us. You can find out our handles at ppld.org. And at the end of the video, thank you again, and we look forward to seeing you soon.